you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I figured I'll share with you guys my review and my thoughts on Selena Gomez's new makeup brand called Rare Beauty. And I know everyone have done their review, you know, on the products and on the brand, and I'm kind of like behind, but I have been super busy, you guys, so I apologize, but we are here with the video. I did pick up her foundation. I also picked up her concealer. I picked up the primer and also one of her lip balms. So if you guys want to see my thoughts and opinion, then of course, let's get started. Alright, so like I said, I did pick up a few products from her brand, and I think for a brand starting off as far as like their first launch, she had quite a bit of products, which was pretty impressive. She had like, you know, blushes, highlighter, foundation, concealer. She had like the beauty tools, face primer. She had brow products. So she had quite a bit of products for her launch, so I was quite impressed by that. And of course, the biggest thing was the shade range, which pretty much caught my attention because you guys know, besides Fenty, you know, most brands don't really have that in-depth of a shade range starting off whenever they first launch a brand. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did kind of get Fenty vibes from the packaging, but at the same time the packaging was so gorgeous. It looked very luxe, very sleek, clean. So I did appreciate, you know, how the packaging looked, and the price point was also very impressive. It's a very affordable brand. I just kind of feel like, you know, it's not too expensive if you do want to dabble in her products, because most brands that drop in Sephora, they're quite pricey. You know, typically a foundation is like $40 something, and hers was very affordable. So the foundation does retail for $29, so again, super affordable. The concealer retailed for $19. I'm just gonna tell you guys what I purchased. And then the lip balm retailed for $16. And I purchased like the mini size primer because of course I'm just trying it out for the first time. So that only cost $14. So starting off, I did pick up the Liquid Touch foundation. I got mine in the shade number 430W, and here is what the packaging looked like. So it's supposed to be a weightless foundation, and then on the box it says a foundation elixir that feels barely there while building coverage and boosting your natural glow. So it does say to shake well, so we want to shake well. And here is what the packaging looked like. Very sleek. Love this top on it. And you do get, in terms of fluid ounces, you do get 1.0 fluid ounce. And again, I did purchase the shade 430W. All right, let's see. All right, so you do get a doe foot, which I like because you do get some control in terms of product placement. It's a nice big doe foot as well. I have a few other like foundation from other brands that have doe foot. I know Makeup Revolution has one, Collab, they have one too, and I really like having a doe foot on my product. So I'm hoping this shade is gonna work. I should prime my face first, shouldn't I? I do have the Always an Optimist base primer, and again, same packaging on it. It's going to be a weightless universal gel primer enriched with ultra fine pearls for a lit from within glow. If you are new to my channel, I do have dry skin, so I do like any primer that's going to be dewy or eliminate, and I do appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of get like, again, Fenty Beauty vibes from the actual primer. You do have a pump on it, and when you pump it out, it almost looks like a pearlescent type of finish. So let's apply some to the face. If you're the kind of person who don't like that like pearlescent type of primer, you may not like it, but I'm guessing that's where the whole illuminating factor comes into play. It feels very smooth, easy to blend out. All right, and I don't see any kind of shimmer. So if you feel like it might have shimmer in it, there is no shimmer to it, which is really good, again, because it does have that pearlescent like color to it, but there isn't any like shimmer on my face. So give it a try, even if you don't really care for that illuminating look in terms of like the color of the primer. There's no shimmer, so keep that in mind. All right, but besides that, my skin feels very hydrated. It's not tacky or sticky, so I do like that. All right, so let's dive into the foundation. I'm really hoping this shade is going to be my correct color, because you guys already know, if you know, I don't like to order makeup online. It's not my preference in terms of like the swatches, the colors, the pictures. It's not the best in terms of picking my color, but I think this might work. All right, so it does have like a slight orange undertone, if you guys can see that. So let's put a little dab right here. I typically like to use a foundation brush when I apply my foundation, and then I typically go in with a sponge afterwards to pretty much just make it look more like flawless and even. But since we're testing out a new foundation, I like to give the product a try in terms of which applicator is better for it, i.e. brush or sponge. So I would do my typical step in terms of like using a brush and then going in with a sponge, but I'm going to save that for, you know, my other videos. I'm just going to use a brush for one side of my face. I do have the Sigma flat kabuki brush, the F80 brush. Then I also have just a regular beauty blender. So I'm just going to do one side sponge and one side beauty blender and see which applicator works best for this foundation. I know with my perfect example, my Oma Beauty foundation, when I used that with a brush the first time, when I used that foundation for the first time, when I used my, I want to say it was my brush, it kept like soaking up all of my product. So like that one worked better with a foundation, with a sponge. So I just like to see which applicator is best. And I'm just pushing the product into my skin. I'm gonna drag it down my neck. All right, so here is what this side of my face look like. So you can still see some of my imperfection showing through, but it feels like I didn't apply anything to my skin, which is really nice. Like I feel like I have nothing on my face, to be honest with you. So I do like that, because I hate when I feel like I have foundation on my face. I hate that feeling, but this honestly feels like nothing is on my skin, so that's really impressive. All right, so this is what the skin look like in terms of just like one layer. So again, you can still see like some imperfections showing through, but like you honestly cannot feel like there's no foundation on your skin. Like that's how it truly feels, which I like. I really feel like this would have been like the perfect foundation for like the summertime, because most people, i.e. me, I don't like to wear makeup in the summertime because I hate feeling the makeup on my face because it's so hot outside, and then it starts to like, you know, slip and move all over the place. So I feel like a foundation like this would have been perfect for the summertime, because you truly can't feel the foundation on your face. So let's go back in one more time. Just gonna keep pushing that product into my skin. I do prefer more of a medium to full coverage foundation. It's just my preference. So I just want to see how this foundation builds up. Oh, that built up really nicely. Oh yeah, definitely have more coverage now, if you guys can see. So it does build up really nicely, and it still feels really lightweight on the skin. So this is it with another layer on my face, and then this is still just the one layer over here. So I'm just going to take my sponge one more time. and just push that product into my skin. I like how the brush side look once you push that product into your skin versus like swiping it, because I feel like you get the most coverage whenever you like push the product into your skin. And the color is a perfect match, which makes me super excited. Cause listen, I would have just been like, oh, not my color, and just toss it off to the side, but this is a perfect match for me. So I'm typically like $3.90 in like Fenty. So again, I did do $4.30 for hers. So if you are around my skin complexion, $4.30 is what I chose. Okay. So I honestly like both sides. Like I think both sides look good. However, I feel like I don't really see as much of my imperfections with the brush side compared to over here. But honestly, I feel like you can either go brush or sponge, because both sides look really good. But I just like how it doesn't feel like I have product on my face. Like I feel like there's nothing on my face. And y'all, to be honest with you, even though I film makeup videos, I don't like to wear makeup every single day because I hate to feel like I have makeup on my face. And this looks so good and it feels like absolutely nothing. And I like the coverage. Like I really like this coverage. So far, foundation gets 2 thumbs up from me. And then moving on into the concealer, I have the Liquid Touch Corrector. It says a moisturizing buildable concealer that melts seamlessly into skin for undetectable cake-free coverage. I did get it in the shade called 400W. And then it's just pretty much like the mini size version to the foundation. Only thing is the little thing on top is more flat, where this is more round. So here is the 2 side by side. In terms of ounces, you do get 0.52 fluid ounces with her actual concealer. Does it say to shake this? Let's see. It doesn't say. Does it? No. Okay, let's keep it moving. All right, and then, ooh, that's different. All right, so here is the doe foot on her applicator. It has like a dip in it. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like a slight like dip into the applicator. So that's different. I think that's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Okay, that's a good highlight shade. In terms of concealer, I prefer, to be honest with you, I prefer more of a full coverage concealer, but it did say it's buildable. So I would probably have to see how full it could get, but it says it's buildable. Which is fine because most people don't like a lot of concealer in terms of like full coverage. Some like more of a natural like finish under their eyes. So the fact that you have the option to kind of like build it up is really good, because you have the option. Most concealers is either super full coverage, no coverage, and of course the ones like this where they give you the option. So that's pretty good. Starting off with her line. And I like a ton of concealer. No judgment over here. I'm just gonna bring it down. This little groove is like perfect for like your nose, for that line. All right, I think that's enough concealer for today. Just gonna take my sponge. I'm just gonna take my sponge for down here. And I am gonna use my brush for this side and sponge for this side. But I'm just gonna take my sponge, sorry, for under my chin. Just so we can get a little bit faster of a blended application down my nose. This is a perfect highlight color. All right, and then in terms of my brush, I do have it's going to be by It Cosmetic. It's going to be their blending concealer brush number 203. I typically use, again, a sponge for under my eyes, but I just want to show you guys, in case you're the kind of person who use a brush, what the coverage and application would look like. So let's keep the brush over here. Again, just pushing that product in. I haven't used a brush for concealer in so long. This feels weird. All right, so this is what this side looks like. My skin have a really pretty glow. I don't know if that's the primer or what, but it's like a really pretty glow to my skin, which again I love since I have dry skin. And the coverage is actually pretty nice. I'm just going to leave the coverage right where it's at. At first, I thought it wasn't going to be like coverage. Like I thought you wasn't really going to get it because of the fact that it's buildable. So I really thought they were going to go super light with the coverage, but it's actually enough coverage for me. So that makes me very happy. All right, so here is the skin so far. Like, I love this side of my face. It's almost like right here is like a really pretty glow to my skin. And I see like a nice, it's pretty much like in my areas where I would highlight, it's like a really pretty glow. But I feel like right here it's more like accentuated. But I love the skin right now. So I'm pretty much just going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face, and then we will jump into the last product, which is going to be her lip balm. All right, so I do have the rest of my face pretty much already set. My camera died when I was doing the rest of my makeup, so I apologize, but you guys didn't come for that. So I will have the list of the products in my description box for you guys to check that out. But moving on into the lips, I do have her lip balm is called With Gratitude. I have it in the one called Thankful, and it says it's a hydrating, fuss-free balm that adds a hint of just kissed color and soft shine. So here is the packaging for that one. And ooh, I like her packaging. I think it is just so like sleek and cute, and you can pretty much just like sit it on your desk down this way. Of course, just the traditional stand-up way, but I like this. So here is what the actual product looked like, and when I seen it online, it looked like a really pretty color in terms of like woman of color friendly. So I love a good balm. So let's see. It's almost like a pink on me, but it's really pretty. It's almost like my lips but better, but with like a hint of pink, if that makes sense. But it's still a really pretty color nonetheless. So, and yeah, you guys, this is pretty much the completed look. I really love how my base look. When I went in my bathroom to pretty much like change out my stuff, like my clothes, I was just in the mirror like, girl, like your foundation looks really good. It looks like I have nothing on my skin, because even though you still have a nice coverage with it, you still can see like just like a tiny bit of imperfection still peeking through, to where it makes it look very natural. So I can definitely say hands down, Love the foundation. It looks really good. I do believe if you are the kind of person who likes a full coverage, like beat to the gods face, I don't think it's going to be the foundation for you, because it's not going to give you like full coverage for like glam where you can see nothing. Almost like Kat Von D, her foundation is not like that. This is going to give you like very pretty skin, very natural looking, super lightweight. You can definitely have like a glam face, but nothing that's too like over the top, and it still looks good. Like, this is the kind of foundation that I wish was out in the summertime, because I can see myself wearing this foundation in the summer and not feel like I have makeup on my face, if that makes sense. Like, this foundation is going to be a game changer, guaranteed. Love the concealer. Even though it says it's a buildable concealer, I really thought it was going to be one of those concealers where it was like no coverage, but I honestly got enough coverage. Like, I didn't feel the need to go back and like add anything else, because on its own, like, that one layer was pretty much good enough for me, and I think it complements the foundation very well. Also, the shade match was perfect for both the foundation and the concealer. So again, I did 430W for the foundation, and I did 400 warm for the concealer. So it was a brightening enough of a color, but at the same time it's not too bright to where it looks like a straight up under eye highlight color, if that makes sense, because it blended it really good into the skin. So I love that. Love the lip balm. I think it's very comfortable, feel really soft. You have a light wash of color on the lips. Do I think you need the lip balm? No, you can honestly get a lip balm from the drugstore, and it's just fine as well. So I don't think you have to get the lip balm. But if I had to say get anything from this launch that I tried, definitely the foundation, get that. And the primer was really good. I don't think the primer was anything that was like amazing or like a game changer. It was a really good primer. I do appreciate the fact that even though it's like an illuminator type of primer, it's not the kind that have shimmer in it, because most illuminating primers, whenever you have that actual like luminescent color to it, you typically always get shimmer with it. That one you don't. So I do appreciate that for those people out there who don't want shimmer in their primer. But you can do without the primer and without the lip balm. Definitely get the foundation and the concealer, more so the foundation, because that's definitely a game changer. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, be sure to give it 2 thumbs up. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.